The State Climate Office actually has been around in Indiana since the mid-1950s. Since the early 1970s, it's been at Purdue University. And the idea is to provide climate information, resources, science, research for residents of the state, relevant to pretty much any sector. At this farm, we collect our own data, but we also utilize data that's collected at airports, volunteer networks. We serve a lot of the agricultural community, but it's not sector specific in any way. It could be engineers are interested in learning about this, recreation and tourism, water resources. What is the risk, the potential of a drought versus what is our flooding risks in the state? The stakeholders are going to be researchers, it could be farmers, it could be people trying to plan a wedding next summer, wanting to know what day would be ideal for an outdoor wedding. The range of people that are impacted by climate and weather is everyone. The impact of the state climate offices is really better understanding the relationships between weather and climate and everything else. So for agriculture, this could be helping growers determine when is the best time to plant, when is the best time to harvest. If we're going through climate change trends, should they be exploring different crops than what they've always been doing? For infrastructure, the impact could be installing larger stormwater systems that can actually handle heavy rainfall events. So the most common weather and climate parameters that we have access to are temperature and precipitation. But what I'm most excited about nowadays is we're discovering other parameters of weather and climate that have not been so prevalently observed or researched. We have added additional temperature sensors at different heights, and what that will tell us is how stable the air is, but at very low levels. And if the air is stable and farmers spray their fields, it can actually cause the spray to go horizontally and impact other fields that may not want that chemical. This whole concept is very new because now farmers can monitor this real time. They will know when they can apply the chemicals so that it has the most benefit to their fields and doesn't damage either another field crop that they have or a neighbor that may not be happy about the damage. A lot of states around the Midwest run a weather network, much like Purdue has. This is just one of 9 stations in our network. And so we share the data so we get a regional perspective of what is going on with the less common parameters. So the federal government, they have plenty of weather stations, but they often don't measure soil temperature and soil moisture. But a lot of our university weather networks do that. So it has that broader impact where even from the agronomy research side or from the agricultural monitoring side, our data fills in that hole of the Midwest of what is happening in this part of the Midwest versus other locations in the Midwest.